Good morning, everybody. Sorry for the delay. I had some issues. I had some issues logging in, so hopefully we didn't lose anybody in my delay. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so we're gonna hop in and get started because I am 2 minutes behind. So we've talked a couple of times about some reading lists, and I've gotten lots of questions about this. I got several messages when we discussed Audible and all of those things and different books that we're reading, and I don't want to be redundant in any way, but I did want to give you guys my personal reading list, some of my favorite things, and some of my the things that you can find on Audible. So I'm going to, in the chat section, if you guys just give me a second, I'm going to drop my Audible reading list, things that I've actually read, listened to on Audible really quickly. And if you guys don't mind, those of you that listen to Audible, if you could go ahead and put some of the things you've listened to on there so that people can see other options that are available that I may not know about. But here is mine. Good morning, everybody. I see everybody coming in and saying good morning. Okay. So excuse the language in that one title. It's an unfortunate title, but it's a really good book. So please forgive me. And if anybody would like that actually sent to them, please send me a private message. I don't mind. I can copy and paste it to you really quickly. So please send me a private message. The One Thing is a really good one. I actually think that is available also on Audible. Oh my goodness.
She'll be back.
Okay, can you guys hear me? Okay, I don't know what happened. I was just talking and my computer just like shut down. So I don't know. It's like technical difficulty Tuesday over here or something. I don't know what's happening. So anyway, Audible. Anything you've listened to on Audible? Any books? I'm gonna give you a few other ones that I don't know if they're on Audible because I've actually read hard copies of them, but please, like I said, drop your suggestions in the comment section. I know we've talked about this several times. I don't want it to be too much, but you can't ever like have too much personal development, I feel like. So I'm gonna give you a few more. So I've got our GoPro, obviously, Rock Your Network Marketing Business, and like I said, these may be available on Audible, but I've actually read hard copies. Start with Why by Simon Sinek. Rise of the Entrepreneur, which is actually like a video book. I don't know how to explain it, but I think you can find that on YouTube. 21 Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. Your First Year in Network Marketing. Think and Grow Rich. The Compound Effect. and Miracle Morning. And I know for a fact that Miracle Morning is also on Audible and YouTube, and I think it takes like 45 minutes to read it. So if you're looking for like a quick read just to get you started, Miracle Morning is a really good one. So those are some things I wanted to share with you because I did get a lot of questions on books and my reading list and that sort of thing. So I wanted to go over that. Somebody's not muted and I can't tell who it is. Can anybody tell who that is?
I'll take care of it.
Thank you. Kick Ass with Mel Robbins. That's a new one. I've not heard that one. Letting Go of the Pathway of Surrender. I've not heard of that one either. That one's a new one. That sounds interesting. Girl, Wash Your Face obviously is like probably the hottest book just overall. Get Over Your Damn Self's a good one. My upline, hang on. Sorry. I want to saving these. I really need the two that I missed. Lynette, just message me. I just put them all in my my team group just now, so I can just copy and paste them to you. So if you need them, just message me, please. Yeah, it's like a film. The Rise of the Entrepreneur is like I don't know how to. It's on YouTube though, so look it up.
Short film.
Yeah, it's really good. The Power of Habit. That's a new one I've not heard of either. So cool. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for sharing your thoughts. Then I wanted to give you guys what I'm starting with is a couple of tools that may help you. And then Alicia Williams is going to help me with some assignments. So it's going to be a little bit different today than maybe what it normally is, but I wanted to give you guys some tools. And the one thing that I want to show you is several people have asked me about, I mentioned in a couple of power hours ago, saving things and categorizing them. So what I want to do is show you guys, for those that don't know how to do that, this is something I use every single day, and it saves me so much time. So I want to share my screen and show you guys some of these tools that I think some of us are using that are helping. So let me see here. Share screen. Okay, can I get a thumbs up if you guys can see my screen? Or just somebody say yes in the chat or whatever?
It's good. It's good, Allie.
Okay, so let me go back to home and I'll show you on my phone as well. So you can do this on your phone or on a computer. Doesn't matter either way. But what you're going to do is, let me just find a post, for example. Here's one of those girls doing hair. So let's just say I want to save this post here. I would click these three buttons in the top right corner. And I would hit Save Video. It doesn't have to be a video to save it. But this one is in particular is a video. Sorry, my computer's running really slow. So maybe I should close some of these. Extra tabs that nobody needs to see. So you're going to hit, well, it just saved it. So you didn't get to see what I wanted to show you. So let's do another one. Hang on. You're going to get the idea. So let's say I wanted to save this post. I really like something in this post. So I'd hit Save Post. Up here, it says Add to a Collection, and it's going to pull up any pre-populated type collection. So I've got like business. I really need to go through and like kind of break it down more to like videos, posts, that kind of thing. But I've got a business tab, planner stuff. Well, I do have videos, books, purses, clothes, contests, all that stuff. So, and here, right here where it says create a collection is where you create the tab that you want. So let's say it was workouts or recipes, befores and afters, whatever it is, you can hit create. And oh, well, it doesn't want me to do that one. I must already have a recipes tab. So let's do workouts and hit create, and it will create a workout collection. So where you find that then is right over here on the left-hand side under Explore. You hit saved. And then this general section right here is going to show you every single thing you've ever saved. Then your collections are going to run across the top. I promise you guys, I use this every single day. It's just so handy. If I'm out and like there's a video going on, you know, like let's say corporate's doing a video or there's a training happening and I'm missing it because I'm out busy, I save it right here so that I don't have to go searching for it later. It saves me so much time. I save before and after share contests, anything that I need or will use later, it saves time. And that's sort of just the bottom line. Like, as you can see, I've got cleaning stuff, recipes, DMOs, vacation things. It doesn't have to just be business, but it's also very, very useful for your business. So then let me really quickly stop the share and show you on a phone. It's going to be like the exact same concept on a phone. So I'm going to try to do my best to hold this up like I did last time and show you. Okay, so let's see. Here's an ad for, I don't know what it's an ad for, a razor. Okay, so let's just say I wanted to save this ad for this razor. Again, in the top left-hand corner, there's 3 little dots right there. You're going to hit those 3 little dots, and the very top option is going to be to save it. I'm going to save the video. And it's going to pop up all my different collection options there. So it's a little bit easier actually on a phone than it is on a computer because it just sort of like prompts you to do all this stuff. We're just going to do workouts because I don't really care about this razor. So we're just going to pick one to put it in. And then where to find it on a phone, on an iPhone anyway, there's these buttons right here in the bottom right-hand corner. If you hit that and scroll down just a little bit, there's a, I can't see, saved button right here. So you're going to pull that up, and it just looks exactly the same. Your collections are across the top, so everything is really easily found and categorized. And then if you didn't maybe categorize it, you forgot to categorize it, it saves like a general feed for all that stuff right here. So, like I said, I know this is a little different than what we've been doing, but I wanted to give you guys some things that are going to make your life just a little bit simpler. So that's saving things. The second thing I want to show you that's a tool that I need to share my screen for. So let me share my screen. So we've been talking a lot about how to build stronger bonds with our associates and with our customers. And I'm going to give you a tool right now that's going to make your life so much easier for doing that as long as you keep up on it. But I'm going to show you how to categorize your friends into lists. So this is something that I've not been using the way that I should, but because we're talking about it so much, it sort of inspired me to get back into that, and I think you guys are really going to love this. So along the left-hand side, again, back in that same menu area where the saved items are, there's a category that's named Friend Lists. Lists. It's like hard to say. It like gives me a list every time I try to say that. But if you hit that, it's going to bring up this right here. And some of these, as you're going to see, are things that are pre-populated based on stuff I put on my profile. So like I worked for a company called Steadfast Transportation. I worked at a restaurant called Bob and Angie's. Anybody that has also put that on their profile, it's already categorized as a list of people. But I want to show you what happens when you create a list for your customers, your prospects, your wholesale associates, and trial pack users. So what's going to happen is if I were to just want to see the people that I've put in a list of trial pack users, I would hit that and it changes my news feed so that all I'm seeing right now is the stuff of people on that list. So if I want to make some connections and get to know those people a little bit better and play around with Facebook's algorithm, I can put all of those people in this category, and then all I have to do to comment and start interacting with them is start scrolling down this list, because that's all that's going to be on here is stuff they've posted. So it's really quite a quick and incredible way to get some of these like sticky tape method, like Kaylee talks about, stuff type done. So I'll show you how to add somebody to a list and how to create a list really quickly so that you can do it. I want to say, I'll have to look, but I want to say this actually has to be created from a computer, and then I think you can add people to the list from your phone. But it's really quick, like it takes seconds to do this. So right here, once you have the list created, is where you add them. And all you want to do is type their name in. So I'm just going to type Kaylee's name in. It's going to bring up her profile. I just click it and she's added to my list. So then when I refresh this page, the next time her stuff is going to show on here. So anybody that you add, let's see, who else could I add just for an example? Stacy. I want to add her. Next time I refresh this page, all of her posts are going to be in here. I can just go boom, 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 start commenting and interacting and sharing and getting to know them and showing that I'm interested in what's going on in their lives. So that is how to use the list and how to add people to lists. So let's go back over here to this section, click friend lists, and right here is how you create a list. It's very, 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 very simple. You hit create list, and then you can put in any category that you want to put in. Let's just say I have preferred wholesale prospects. So let's just say I want a list for just my associates, just my level 1 associates, right? So then I would go through and I would hit title the list, and then I would just start picking the names of my level 1 associates and putting them all in a list so that they can easily be communicated with. I don't know why hers isn't popping up. Okay, so you get the point. And then you hit create. It'll then take you to the timeline that's going to show you everything that the people on that list are posting. And then again, over here, you can just add more people to the list. So I wanted to share that with you guys because I think it's sort of a little hidden gem in what we do, and it's going to make, if you use it, like I said, I've known about this for a long time. I've had these lists put together for a long time. I just haven't used it the way I need to. But ever since we started doing this, with talking about interacting more and connecting more and building a stronger bond with people and how to trip up the algorithm so that it shows that we're really interacting with these people. Every time we've done the green dot method, sticky tape method, whatever you want to call it, I've gone back and put those people back into my prospect list. Or if I was following up with somebody who is actually enrolled but I haven't talked to in a long time, I went and put them back in their category so that I start popping back up in their news feed. So awesome. I see people saying that they like that and they didn't know about that. So cool. Does anybody have any questions about the saving or the friend list portion before I move any further? Can you put a picture in too? I don't. Oh, yeah. In the saved. Yep. Hang on.
Yes, you can save pictures.
I had no idea about this. Yay, cool. Okay, so here's Kaylee's photo. Let's say for whatever reason I liked it and I wanted to save it. I can just hit that and save post and categorize it to wherever I want to go. So let's say I want to put it in my my business category. Then I just hit that and boom, it's added to business, as it says right there at the top. So normally it'll like if you're saving a picture, it saves it as a post, but then you can go back, grab the picture, save it to your phone, and repost it if that's what you're wanting to do. Obviously, we don't want to share other people's posts, but you can save it in that method and then reshare it with your own thoughts on it. Once you have them as a prospect and they buy a control kit, can you add them to associate? Yeah. Let me go back. Like I said, I've had this set up for a long time, but I haven't gotten the opportunity to play with it for a while. So let me look and see here. what it does. I think that takes you to their profile. I think, let me minimize all this stuff, sorry. I think if you hit see all, it'll bring up who all is on that list, if my computer will load. And then there's an X that pops up. So obviously Kaylee's not actually my trial pack user. If I want to take her off of trial pack list, I just hit that X, and then save it, finish it, whatever. And then you can go back to the list, hit associate, and then add her to that category over here by typing it in right here. And she's added. So then that's how you just move people around from list to list. You're welcome. One thing you can't do is delete a list. I've deleted lists before. Hang on. Yeah, right here. See this? Okay, so Global Domains International is just a thing I liked, and it like created a list. I think that when that was active, it showed, yeah, archive. That may be what you have to do. You won't be able to share posts of this list. It won't appear in the links on your, so I guess you can archive them, whatever that means. So that's like basically the same thing, I feel like, as getting rid of it. I don't know. Oh, wait, manage list, rename list, restore list. Oh, so I guess you can't like totally delete it, but you can archive it, so whatever that means. But these don't bother me because obviously like I'm paying attention to these 4 or 5 lists up here, and I just like all this other stuff I just ignore. So it still stays pretty well like categorized and organized. So anyway, they don't bother me. I just ignore them. Yeah, your active ones are going to be these ones, the ones at the very top. I'm here like pointing at my computer like you guys can see what I'm pointing at. Use your mouse. So these right here are going to be your little active ones. These I just ignore because they're not, I mean, like they're not important. So in my head, like I just pay attention to these ones. So that's the list. Does anybody else have any questions about that? Okay, awesome. So I'm going to assume because of kind of the poll that Elisa took last night that most everybody knows how to use TrueVision tools and why to use TrueVision tools, but I want to just take just a second to cover it and to take any questions on it and to sort of emphasize the importance of it. So what I want you guys to think about is, and I've talked about this a little bit before, but let's just say, put yourself in the shoes of a brand new person and consider that we have so many packages. And a lot of the packages and a lot of the products, it's not really clear exactly what they do or what they're for or why it's important. For example, heart and hydration, you would think would be a pretty straightforward item, but heart and hydration is an incredible item. It's one of our probably biggest unsung items as far as it goes with pushing it to customers. Like associates I know love it, but if we could get that into customers' hands, they would fall in love with it because it's an incredible product with tons of benefits. Balance, for example, that's not going to balance. The name doesn't tell you what is it balancing, what is it for, what does it do. So we have tons and tons of packages. And what I want to encourage you guys to do is if you are not teaching or doing this yourself in helping people to select the package that's perfect for them, I strongly encourage you to change your ways and get on that track. The website is overwhelming. It has gotten so much better, but still, if you are just sending somebody your secure link, I think is what it's named in the back office, or you're just kind of letting them shop around, that's a really, really quick way to lose a sale because it's so overwhelming. And honestly, if you can set somebody up with a package that's going to be good for them, that's going to work for them, that they're going to enjoy and have good results on, they're going to see you in a different light. They're going to see that you took the time to help them. It's just going to create such a stronger impact and a stronger bond, and it's just going to be better overall for everyone involved. And so the easiest way to do that is to send them the customized link that's perfect for them. So I want to show, again, for the purpose of the recording and for anybody that is unsure or unaware, I want to show you guys exactly how to do that. So let's just say I'm having a conversation with a new prospect, and they tell me that they're really struggling with maybe getting a breakfast in, or they're really struggling with snacking, and they don't use the bathroom regularly. They have like chronic constipation or something, and this comes out. So obviously I'm going to recommend the control kit that has some replace shakes in it, so that we can help them with that breakfast, get them protein straight off in the morning, and then an option for when they're feeling like snacking, and then obviously the Renew is going to be the answer for the other portion. Also, replace is going to help with that too, but because of the probiotics and the prebiotics in it, but specific to that problem, we'd recommend Renew. So I would go to TrueVisionTools.com, and I would hit get started. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to type my username in here, because I'm creating a link that is custom to them. So I want to use my username. So my username is actually my ID number, so don't let that confuse you. But I'd type that in. I'd select the country that they're in. So we're going to say they're USA. And if it's a control kit, then I have to select associate option. But there's other options here too, as you can see. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this little shopping cart. It's going to pull up every option available, and I'm going to scroll through here, and I'm going to find that package. Now, I had somebody mention this to me the other day, so what I want to tell you guys is that this actually is a beta testing phase of this tool. So I have had people say, I don't use it because I have to scroll all the way through it and find the package. It will not always be this way. Once they get it to the final working, like everything is perfect with it, it will be categorized. Over here on the left-hand side, it'll have categories. And then from my understanding, it'll be organized by like what the most popular packages are. Will be at the very top and then go from there. So just for the sake of not having to scroll through this whole thing, let's pretend like this first package here is the one I wanted, right? I know it's not, but we're pretending. So put your head on that. I'd hit enroll. If they want auto ship, I'd hit auto ship. So it's going to stick them with the item that they want and an auto ship. So check right here. It says enroll and auto ship, and I'm going to hit finalize. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to generate.
Allie.
Yeah.
Allie,
yeah.
We just need to say this to everybody. Guys, make sure if you're sending these links that you're pushing both the enroll and the auto ship, and you're making sure, because if you click just the auto ship, it shows that they have 75, their last order was 75 PV, but that their KPI PV is 0. And that's because you just sent the auto ship link, so it creates an auto ship for next month. So make sure you're paying close attention that you click the enroll link and not the auto ship only link. Sorry, Allie.
There's some of no, you're fine. There's some of these, like this package right here, that is showing only auto ship. They know that's an error, and those will be cleaned up like when the final version comes out. Or this one right here, this package right here says True Control All In Auto Ship. Obviously, this is the same package right here. You want to click this one and this one, if that makes sense. So make sure when you're playing with this tool that you're picking an option that shows the enroll and the auto ship, and not just selecting auto ship. So just be very careful, because like I said, this still is a testing version of this tool. When the final version comes out, will we be able to add more than 3 items? Terry, that's a good question. That's something I'm actually going to write that down, because we have a call with corporate today. because I didn't know that was a problem. And those are all things that they'll probably want to know and hear because they're in the testing phases. So I'll bring that up. I don't know the answer to that right now. So we can get back to you. Okay, so finalize. It's going to generate. You're going to want to hit generate this Bitly link, and then you're going to want to copy it. If you use this unshortened link, it's not going to send the full link to them in Messenger because it's just too long. So you're going to want to use the Bitly link. And the next thing that I want to explain to everybody that most people may not understand is when you use this Bitly link. So so what did I pick? What package did I pick? The 1 bag of True Control and 1 bag of True Fix. So when you use a Bitly link in this manner, it's always going to be the same Bitly link for you. So you don't have to every single time you want that particular package go and go through this whole process. What I do is, and this is just what works for me, but I will go to Facebook and I will get a new message and send a message to myself. Hopefully you guys can see this. And I'll say 1 bag of True Fix, 1 bag of True Control, and I will paste it in there. And so then the next time I want that package, I just have to go back to the message with myself, grab it, and copy and paste it. So I talk to myself on a regular basis, you can say, but it's helpful to have all of that saved. So every time I create a link, I just go send it to myself in Messenger, and then I don't have to go through that whole process again. So it saves a lot of time, and it just removes a ton of error whenever you use the Bitly links. Will there be Spanish on the website? Yeah, Debbie, that's right. Creating a friends list is like creating like your own interest group, especially if you're using it for your prospects and people that like haven't yet spent money with you. Save it in my notes. That's another option too. Is the notes on your phone. I have like, if I see a post that I like, or I think of something funny I want to say, or I think of like a what's the right word? Like an interactive post that I want to ask a question about, I just go and I save it to my notes, because obviously you don't want to use all that material like in one day. You want to have things for the future, and you'll never remember it if you don't save it somewhere. So I have like, I mean, it's ridiculous. You guys can probably see, but I have like thousands of things saved in notes. So, and the great thing about notes is right at the top of notes, you can search it. So you can search for like a keyword or a thing and it'll pop it right up. So it's so handy. But yes, notes is a great option. And as far as Spanish on the website, like Brittany said, my understanding is that they're working on it. So we're a work in progress. We're getting there. So I'm going to stop the share, and I'm going to take any quick questions about any of the things that I've just talked about, and then I'm going to turn it over to Alicia. Hopefully that was helpful. I know, like I said, it's a little different and not exactly a lot of work going on there, but I think that if you can utilize all of those tools, you're going to, they're such lifesavers in my opinion. Where can I find notes? Cassandra, I have both an iPhone and an Android phone. On my iPhone, it's literally on my home screen. Right there. And if you like have an iPhone, I don't know if you know this, but if you're on your home screen, if you pull down, it brings up an area where you can search your phone for things. Search notes in there. It'll bring up the notes tab. On my Android, I can go look, but I'm pretty sure it's on the homepage too. Alicia, is it not the notes tab on the homepage on the Android? You don't know? Well, shame on you. I think it is, though. Say that again, you were muted.
I know. I can't talk. I can't talk. You had me muted. It said you cannot unmute yourself because the host muted you.
Oh, well, talk now.
Sorry, I did that. Allie, you have to unmute anybody that you want to talk. I'm sorry, because otherwise when they come on, then everybody, and it's a hot mess. So I have it so they can't unmute themselves. Sorry.
Oops. It's okay.
I don't know. I mean, I can search through my
yeah, I can go look really fast.
Phone,
I had one more assignment, and then I'm gonna you can take over. But my last thing that I have is to go to your personal customer group, your team customer group, whatever it is that you use. And if you've already done this week, then pick a different one. But go post a picture of your favorite control kit and why that's your favorite control kit. An example would be like, a picture of, let's say, Heart and Hydration and Renew. And I would say, I love this because it's delicious, it's heart healthy, it's sugar-free, diabetic friendly, kid friendly, and these other items do this, this, and this for me. So I would, that's my last assignment. And so I'm going to let Alicia take over, but go to, in your customer group, Valerie, go post whatever your favorite control kit is. So we're going to call this one assignment 1 because we really haven't had any other assignments today. Post your favorite control kit and why in your customer group. So when you start getting done with that, please say done so that Alicia knows when you are ready for her. And Cassandra, I only use my Android for like work stuff, and clearly I've dropped it and busted the heck out of it. So I've not like messed with or loaded anything on this at all other than Facebook. And I just opened it up and my notes are literally like right on my home screen. So I have to think that, again, you can on this phone, well, at least the 9, I'm assuming on most of the other ones you can too. But if you pull down, you can search your phone. So I'm assuming you can search and ask where the notes are. So should be able to find it on there. And if you can't, then you can go to your app store. The app store should have something you can download. Uh-oh, sorry, Alicia. Why can't I? Oh, there, you're unmuted.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can, yep.
Okay. My little stand keeps falling over, so I'm just going to see them. And I'm not seeing the messages because it's hard for me to go back and forth. So just tell me when you think everybody's ready.
Okay.
And I don't have a lot, so.
Terry, I think that it is called OneNote on my Galaxy 9. I think it's called OneNote, but it just died again, so I can't tell you for sure.
Well, I was going to tell you about, I have an Android and I use the memo pad. I think it comes with the phone, I don't know, or you can download it, but I throw like a lot of scripts in there. any instructions when we had to give instructions in order to order. I put those in there. I've got details like what Renew does, whatnot, but I have it. It's just called Memo. So it's super easy to copy and paste.
And I've not messed a whole. I do have some things saved on my Galaxy in the note section or memos, whatever you want to call it. So I'm not sure what it looks like on there, but on my iPhone, I will categorize it. Like this one says posts, so that like if I'm looking for something, it's right there. I can grab it so I know what I'm looking for. So it makes it really easy.
I use Alexa too. I know that sounds silly, but I'll tell her, follow up with Susie at whatever time, like tomorrow. And she'll put it in my list of notes, and I can bring it up on my phone too. So that's kind of easy.
Yeah, that's awesome. I never thought about that. Alexa gets abused at our house, so.
No, at ours too. She gets played a lot.
I should put her to good use.
Yeah. Are people saying they're done?
I've got about 6 or so saying they're done.
Okay.
Jessica, the task is to pick your favorite control kit and go to your customer group and post a picture of it and why that's your favorite control kit. That's the only one we've done so far. Everything else has been a bunch of junk, I guess. Mumbo jumbo. Tools. That's what we'll call it.
So I've been drinking the watermelon, right? And this morning I mixed a half a packet of watermelon with a half a packet of regular, and it is so good.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say to you guys. If you guys have not ordered watermelon yet and you're not pushing watermelon, like, you seriously have to. It is so good.
Well, I wanted like more of a berry flavor, so I added all the original in with it. And I just did a half a pack in our big 34-ounce cup, and it just, like, to die for. It's delicious.
Yeah, I literally love it. It's so good. I let Sissy took my my cup yesterday, and she it was all the way full, and she's probably sucked it down to like this much. It was just the watermelon heart and hydration, and he was like, she's such a chugger. She just like chugs everybody's drink. Well, then, like, 5 minutes later, I was like, oh, hey, by the way, this is the new watermelon. You should try it. And he tried it, and he's like, well, no wonder she chugged it all down. It's, like, so good.
So he liked it? He needs to drink it now.
He did like it. Say hi.
Hi, Darren.
Hello.
That's awesome, Amanda. The flavor is perfect. Yeah, it is perfect. I need to order more because my kids keep taking it. Hide it. Hide it. Tell them it's medicine. That's what I'll do. I'm like, you can't have it. It's medicine.
Hey, do we know if auto ships went through today?
No.
I don't think they did.
I haven't gotten any.
Mine was supposed to actually go out today, and it didn't. And I was just kind of wondering.
Terry says hers just did. So maybe they are just getting to them.
Okay. Oh,
okay, I'm getting
good.
people saying done, so maybe you're good.
Okay, well, we're just going to do simple stuff that is really repetitive on these, but like everybody says, it's important to do and to stay in that interaction, especially if you're doing these every day. You should be seeing, your Facebook feed is going to be a little bit different if you continue to do the tasks that we put out here. So just go to the events page and then click on birthdays, and then make sure that you've wished everybody that has a birthday today a happy birthday. I would send them a message. I wouldn't just put it on their wall. I'd send them a message, send them a voice message, something that is more personal than just popping on their wall like, thousands of people do each day for everybody's birthday. And Facebook has a really cool thing where you can see, if you missed yesterday's people's birthday, you can go back and just say, hey, I'm sorry I missed your birthday yesterday, but I wanted to make sure that I got it in. Happy birthday. I sometimes do that if I miss somebody's birthday. So just take a few minutes and wish your people happy birthdays. And then when you're done, just make sure you put done so we know we can move on.
Are you off there yet?
Allie. Allie. I just sent you something here in a minute. If when I dive into it, will you be able to screen share that? I just sent it to you in a Facebook message. Okay. Okay, there's some dones for the birthday. We'll just move on. So then I always like to kind of keep myself in check and my Facebook in check because we always preach about it being our storefront. So take a moment, just go into your personal page and take a look at it. If you have anything that is controversial, political, anything that would be questionable to where somebody would be like, I don't want to buy from them because it doesn't look like they're on my side of anything, or anything that could deter them from not finding you as valuable as you could be, if I can say that in the nicest way. I mean, I don't want anybody to take offense to that. But a lot of people are turned off by like political posts or controversial things. If you're constantly saying things like that are negative, those kind of things, or if you're double posting over yourself, if one of your posts is getting more attention than one that you posted 4 hours ago, just make sure that you're keeping yourself in check, and things that don't seem like they're getting a lot of hits, you can hide them from your timeline or you can just delete them. So if you go into your actual Facebook, and just like Allie was showing you the 3 little dots, you should have, let me get back into mine. You should have 3 little dots, and you can either delete, you can hide from your timeline, you can, I think you can even like change, you can change the date on it, which I don't know why you would, but you can also save your own posts too. So just make sure that you're taking a look at your own Facebook. I would do this, once or twice a week. Just check on your Facebook, see what's up. If there's anything that could be controversial, negative, political, I would highly suggest hiding that from your timeline or even deleting it. And then we'll just give you a couple of minutes to do that. And then I have one more thing, and you can also do it over the weekend for homework, because it's something that I've been trying to teach my team and something that I do often myself. But let me know when you're done after checking on your Facebook. Oh, Allie, I found all mine. We can still share it, though. Okay, I see a lot of dones. I would like to tell you that I've always been balanced and organized and super on top of things, and that's just not me. And I've found that a lot of my teammates have come to me and are like, I can't find balance. I can't find time to work my true business, and I'm still working full time, or I work part time and I have 1,000 kids. Whatever the case may be, they come to me and they're like that. So I just like to share with them what I learned and what was easiest for me, especially after I quit my full-time job and I stayed home, and I quit at the wrong time. It was right in the middle of summer. Allie's screen sharing this. This is something that I like to forward to my teammates, sidelines, whoever's coming to me, and it's like, I can't find any balance. So I have found that this is more beneficial than it's not. Some people like to fly by the seat of their pants. Some people like to just go, and some people can just sit at their computer and work and, post and get this done and do the birthdays and, do their IPAs or their non-negotiables, and they can always get their stuff done. That's not me. So I like to make a calendar hour by hour, and I include everything on it. I was talking to a teammate last night, and I said, listen, here's what I did, and if you do it for a month, I promise you, you'll find yourself more consistent than you were a month prior. Just because if you're writing something down, just like your goal, if you're writing a goal down, you're more apt to achieve it because you've wrote it down. Telling somebody your goal, you're more apt to achieve your goal because you've told somebody and you've wrote it down. So make yourself a schedule. If you guys want, I can email this to you too if you just drop your emails somewhere. I don't know how we could do that, but or we can forward this on to the leaders and they can have it too. But literally, if you started out at 8 a.m. and that's your wake-up time, or prior to that, that's your wake-up time, or you're driving to work at 8 a.m., write it down. If you stay at home, so mine I'll just go by kind of what mine looks like. 8 a.m., I'm getting the kids ready and they're off to school. 9 a.m., I like to do a little laundry or do the dishes. By 10 a.m., I write down that I would like to post ads. At 11 a.m., I'm either going to pick up Lucas from preschool or following up on messages. Mine never looks the same. but I always write in there like lunch times, dinner times. I like to write in there dinner ideas for the whole week. That way I'm not struggling at 6 o'clock every single night to find, what to eat for dinner. So my meal ideas I put on there. My water, I always try to remind myself water. There's a spot down there to do shopping and don't forget. When I first started, I wrote down religiously what I did not want to forget for that day or that week. I always wrote down, we needed milk, butter, whatever on the shopping list, just because I'm so forgetful and I know that this helps me so much. So we will get this out. I know everybody's putting their email addresses in there, so we'll get it out there either to the leaders, or if I'm able to get back into this and get your email addresses, I'll mass forward this. Allie, will you bring back the regular thingy, because I wanted to show everybody. So that's how I started doing calendars, and just keeping myself accountable with it. I did one for an entire month, and then I got one of these books. I can't see myself. Can you guys see me? Okay. So I got one of these from, I think, Ryan last year, and I love it just because it has, similar to that weekly schedule calendar, it has this. And it also has like a water thing down here. There's places for follow-ups, new exposures, contacts added. But I also incorporate my personal stuff into here as well as my business stuff. But it has a main calendar. Like this. You can write in, what month it is, what year it is. I always put my bills and what they're due over here. And then I put, I have 2 different calendars now. A personal one that I write in the month and the days. And then this one is, I have a new one for this year, but this one I write down who ordered what, when they ordered it. I put down commission days, Zooms, when we have our Zooms. I put down everything in it just because I know that if I'm as organized and there to hold myself accountable, it's going to be that much easier for me to work my business. I put things down there like lunch date with whoever. I put in there, I don't know, let me see what I've been doing this month, just because it's changed up a bit and I like it because it helps me send out shipping dates, and it helps me send out this person ordered this date, they should be getting their package this date, and then I'll know that on this date I should follow up with them. So I highlight people in pink that have ordered a control kit. There's more on this side. That order a control kit. My plan is to highlight in a different color preferred customers and trial users. Just keeping yourself organized is going to be the biggest thing for you. And if you can fly by the seat of your pants, by all means, do it. But if that works for you, if your business is working just fine, don't change a thing. But I have more people more often than not come to me and say, I cannot find my balance. I cannot get organized. This is just a great way to start doing that. I started with this little bitty piece of paper. I have a folder from all my prior weeks that I used to have. And, you throw in there that this hour you need to do laundry, and maybe split that half hour and say, I'm going to post 3 ads and follow up on 15 different things, or whatever the case may be, however you want to work your business. That's what I suggest doing. It works for me. It's worked for a lot of teammates. Just being there to hold yourself accountable. That's kind of all I have. And if you wanted to work on that over the weekend, that would probably be the homework that I would give if I was your teacher. If there's any questions, let me see. No, I didn't get that, but Cassandra, I didn't get that, the High Achievers Annual Playbook. No, I got it from their actual website, and and then I asked, it's kind of expensive, so I asked for it for Christmas, and I got it from my husband. And I really love it. You can write in every single month, every day, and it's big, so you have areas for writing down people's names and whatnot. Yeah, I couldn't survive without my calendar either. I believe it. I mean, I know that people have planners and whatnot, so D, you having 5 planners does not shock me. I have, right now, sitting on my desk, there's 3 of them, and one's from last year and 2 are from this year. Yeah, Steve, my husband, when he bought mine for Christmas, he got the 20% off discount as well. And it comes with, let me share my screen again. Where is it? In the back of it, and it has a lot of great like little motivational quotes in it. In the back of it, there's this attitude card, and it's, if you read it and then you just put it away and then you read it again, it's really awesome. It talks about how important your attitude is. Your master prospect list. I've never used this, so I have 2 of them, but I guess if you were super organized and you had time to write down all of your prospects, I kind of just like going by Allie's tool and making it on your friends list, a prospect list, because I do 99% of my business on Facebook. But I just love it. I do, and I love calendars and keeping yourself organized. And like I told Allie, I use Alexa a lot for making lists, my grocery list. Alexa, remind me in 10 minutes to call so-and-so. Alexa, remind me to take my pills. I don't think I could live without writing things down or holding myself accountable that way. I don't mind my kids' mess over here. They're cooking up a storm, I guess. Oh, crap. Hang on, I lost. Okay. If there's nothing else, I don't know if Allie or where did it go again? Allie or Kaylee or anybody, if you don't have anything, that's all I had. And if you need to do some homework over the weekend, work on your calendar, work on a weekly schedule. I always fill mine out on Sundays for the following week. That way I know what I have to do, doctor's appointments, people who wanted called on whatever day, just kind of that kind of stuff, just to hold myself accountable. You're welcome. I'm glad it helped. There's not much. Allie, thanks for letting me jump on here too. I appreciate it. I'm done, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend, and catch you on the next Zoom.